Yo, what up? It's Anthony Knowles again, back with another video. And so you might be wondering, why is the background changed? So I'm actually back in Chiang Mai, Thailand after my long trip to Panama, Colombia and California. And so what inspires this video is I've been traveling a lot, right? To Panama, Colombia, California, etc. And so while doing this, I started to really think, so, you know, a lot of filmmakers want to know, so what do I carry when I'm out on shoots? And also, how do I carry it? So I'm going to explain all of this in this video. Okay, so as I said, what I'll be talking about in this video is basically equipment and kit and what I carry kind of day to day. This is going to differ from filmmaker to filmmaker. I'm obviously a travel filmmaker, and so my kit is obviously going to be different from someone doing music videos or someone doing documentaries. And so this is just what I carry. And as a travel filmmaker, I try and travel and go on my shoots as light as I possibly can. So first thing I want to talk about is obviously the camera. Now I can't show you the camera because I'm actually filming on it right now. What I use is the Sony a7S II, and I won't go into huge detail about this camera. If you want to find out more about it, you can go on, there's 1,000 YouTube videos that you can watch that goes through all the specs and what have you. But in short, it's a very versatile camera. You can pretty much do anything with it. The low light is amazing, the quality is very good, shoots in 4K, it's mirrorless, it's light, it's small, it's a very, very capable camera. And so that's why I use it for travel filmmaking. There's also a bunch of other great options you can use as well. This is just what I like because I always find myself in different situations. I might be filming nightlife, so I need the low light capabilities. I might be filming in various different environments. I just need that, that quality and that versatility that you really might not get with other cameras. It's a fantastic camera, but there's a lot of other great options as well. So I've spoken about the camera. The next important thing you need to be looking at is lenses. And so as a travel filmmaker, I really try and keep this down. I only carry 3 lenses when I'm going on shoots for most occasions. And this is to really keep the weight down. All my kit actually goes into one bag. I'll show you that bag in a second. But the lenses I use, so I have a 50mm prime. It's very light. It's very good for putting on the stabilizer because it's, as I said, nice and light and it works really well. And it enables me to get the really nice zoomed in shots of people's faces. If I'm like tracking around subjects that are a bit further away, this is a great lens for that. The next lens I have is the Sony 28f2, 28mm. This is another really great lens for the stabilizer that I have. It's very light, and it's, I said I have the 50, and the 28 is really good for those slightly wider shots where you need to capture more inside of the frame. I use this lens a lot. It's very good, it's very light, and you can pick these up pretty cheap as well. As I said, I'll put this in the description like the other 50mm. Also, remember to get yourself a set of good ND filters. These are very, very important when out shooting in the daytime. But if you want to learn more about ND filters and what they do, there's 1,000 videos on YouTube that you can look up, but definitely need those. So the third lens I use is actually on the camera right now, so I can't show you it, but I will post a photo right here. And so it is the Sony 24-70 f2.8G. Now, this is one of the best lenses I've ever owned. Again, if you want to find out more about this lens, there'll be 1,000 videos on YouTube that you can look at. But in short, it's my go-to lens for run and gun. It's got a great zoom on it. It's got great focal length range. The f2.8 means it's really good for low light as well. And the optics are incredible. So I highly recommend this lens as well. So as a filmmaker, you need great stabilization. And so what I use for my super smooth shots is the DJI Ronin M. Now, what I really love about this is that it's super light and super portable. The reason I say it's portable is because you can actually take this stabilizer apart just by unscrewing it. So you can actually take it into its various components and then put it directly into your bag. So it's super, super portable. And the shots I've got with this are incredible. Now, next thing I want to talk about are monitors. Now, monitors aren't 100% essential, but for me, it's one of those things that's very important in order for me to get the exact shot that I'm looking for. And as another thing a monitor is really good for is when you're shooting in very high sunshine. I find that with the a7S II monitor, I get a lot of glare and sometimes I can't even see what's in focus or what I'm getting. but with the small HD focus monitor, I can see exactly what I'm getting, and so this is very, very useful, especially when I'm using it with my Ronin M. And how I usually go about attaching it to my Ronin M is I just either attach it underneath with a mount, or I attach it up here, and so I can see exactly what I'm getting while I'm shooting with it. So the next thing I want to talk about is drones. Very, very popular in the filmmaking world today, and for good reason. It's probably the best way, obviously the best way to get amazing aerial shots. So the drone that I use and the drone that I own and have is the DJI Mavic Air. The DJI Mavic Air is an amazing drone. It just came out not too long ago, almost as a direct replacement to the Mavic Pro. Now, what I like about this drone is obviously very, very small, very, very good for travel filmmakers, and it shoots in the same sort of quality as the Mavic Pro. Things I don't like about it, the range isn't quite as good as the Mavic Pro, in my opinion, but it's almost as good. And so, as I said, super light, and it enables me to get beautiful 4K shots, aerial shots, of the locations that I'm shooting in. That's what it looks like open. Again, there's like 1,000 videos on this drone, so you can look on YouTube if you want to find out more about it. Amazing bit of kit. So next I want to talk a little bit about sound equipment. So this really depends on what you're doing as well. For me, I do a lot of run and gun shooting, sort of shooting different situations. I might be out shooting some nightlife, I might be shooting a restaurant, and sometimes I just need generally decent sound, or better than on-board sound. So I have this Sony mic here. I can't remember the exact name of it, but I'll list it again in the description. It's a really good general mic, and it has 2 XLR inputs as well. And this just connects onto the hot shoe of the camera. So as I said, it's really good for run and gun and just general sound. As you know as well, I shoot a lot of voiceovers, and so I need really good quality sound for that. The shotgun mic for me just isn't crisp enough, and so what I generally use is Sennheiser lav mics. Now I have 2 pairs. I have a pair on the camera now. Can't remember the name of those either, but I'll list them again, and you'll see the name here in text. But these ones are the Sennheiser EW100 G3s, and these are really good as well. Slightly cheaper than the ones I've got on there, so again, a great option if you want to record clean voiceover. Also, as a travel filmmaker, you need to be able to edit, and so really simple one. I have a MacBook Pro that I use to put all these videos together. Super fast, super portable, super light, and works a treat. And so I was going to talk about how do I carry all of this kit. And so what I have is I have this Thule backpack, which is amazing. It's waterproof, it's big, it's strong, and this is what I use to carry all of the kit I've just spoken about. Now, you might be wondering, how do I fit the Ronin M in? Well, it's simple. This stabilizer comes apart like so. So handles off, these come off like so, and then the top handle comes off as well. And what you're left with is all the individual parts, and this fits directly into my backpack. And then my drone just goes in there as well. Super small, super light, so it fits in very easily. Both of my lenses, the small lenses go into here and goes directly into my bag. My laptop slides straight in, super easy. And then my camera goes straight into the bag as well. And then also, if I have a tripod, I don't usually carry tripods when I'm out shooting, but if I do, I can just strap it to the sides of the bag. Now, I just want to clarify, I'm not getting paid by any of these brands to actually talk about these items. I'm literally just talking about them because I think they're very good. But it's really up to you what you carry as a filmmaker, and it depends really what you're doing. I just wanted to show you guys kind of what I carry on a day-to-day basis. I hope this video is useful. If you have any suggestions as to what I should do next, just leave a comment and some feedback. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And also feel free to check out my the videos that I've made on the Passport Heavy channel. The link again will be in the description. Follow me on Instagram as well if you want to keep up to date with what I'm doing. And also, if you have any questions, feel free to just direct message me on there. I'll try and reply to you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.